Good morning, friends. Meteorologist Ashley Ruiz here. It is 10:21 on this Ash Wednesday morning, and we are dealing with a mixed bag of weather going forward. So bear with me. There's a lot to talk about. Starting with this area of low pressure, we have a passing disturbance as well, and that is causing some more winter weather in East Texas, into Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Louisiana. You see all that pink on the radar this morning? That is mixed precipitation, most likely some sleet, but more than likely some freezing rain. We have a warm front lifting to the north, and depending how far north that warm front lifts, that's really going to separate us across the area of what kind of weather we're going to get today. It looks as though the warm front may stay to our south, so that would mean the more active weather this afternoon and evening should stay to the southeast of Baton Rouge. So let's get to it. Looking at the radar this morning, we're seeing some pink color. That is some freezing rain, very light freezing rain in Point Capee Parish right now, west and east Feliciana, and then into southwest Mississippi. Notice back west toward Acadiana, we had the pink colors. Now that's starting to transition to green. So as temperatures start to warm above freezing, we are going to see that full transition, at least in our area, to a plain rain. So right now we are still dealing with some very, very light freezing rain again for Point Capee Parish, now starting to move into East Baton Rouge Parish as well. May have some light freezing rain just east of Southern, south of Baker, near Zachary, Slaughter as well. I'll zoom in a little closer to kind of show you. May have some freezing drizzle in Marydale right now, and here's some other neighborhoods. Here's near Slaughter and Zachary, going a little more to our north near Jackson. You're dealing possibly with some light freezing drizzle. And then just to the west of Clinton, and then also near Greensburg, well to the west of seeing any winter precipitation. In Point Capee Parish near New Roads, we're dealing with some light freezing drizzle, perhaps light freezing rain north of Krotz Springs, and then just near Livonia may have that transition to some freezing drizzle. Morganza and along the Mississippi River likely seeing some light freezing rain. All of these areas that are dealing with the freezing rain are actually under a winter weather advisory. Initially, Point Capee Parish, west and east Feliciana through southwest Mississippi were placed under this winter weather advisory late last night as the possibility for some wintry precipitation looked a bit more likely. Then this morning we had some precipitation move in from the Gulf. Temperatures were below freezing, and the rest of the area, including the New Orleans metro, except for extreme coastal zones, were placed under winter weather advisory because we had some freezing rain, some freezing drizzle, and it was starting to accumulate a little bit in the New Orleans metro. So then we were all placed under this winter weather advisory, but just about 20 minutes ago or so, the National Weather Service canceled the winter weather advisory for West and East Baton Rouge Parish, but we could still see some light freezing rain through about noontime, and accumulations should be generally around 1/10 of an inch or less. That is for the areas shaded in purple. Now, if you're in the areas that are shaded in pink, that's a different story. That is a winter storm warning. So again, this winter weather advisory will be allowed to cancel at noon. Here's a look at our in-house model. This is the Barron model. This again shows that pink color, the accumulated freezing rain where we could see some ice mainly from northwest of Baton Rouge. So again, any accumulation should be very, very light in nature, a glaze if you will, and that could add some issues on top of the ice that we're already seeing, and so this could lead to some slippery sidewalks, of course slippery roads, and then of course any objects that are high up that could add some more of icy conditions to trees and overpasses and bridges bridges as well. So if you have to be out and about, that's something to keep in mind. Current road temperatures, Baton Rouge estimated around 33 degrees. So we're coming above freezing. Gonzales 35. So any precipitation that does fall may not stick unless they are elevated surfaces. And right around 32 in new roads. So we again may have that light glaze. As for actual temperatures, they are starting to come above freezing. Here's a live look outside from our tower cam. We've had these icicles. They look like a tiger scratch, which is perfect being in southeast Louisiana in Baton Rouge, right? Meteorologist Jasmine Lomax pointed that out just yesterday, and it really does look like that. We've had these icicles over the last few days. Temperatures are starting to come above freezing. 32, we actually saw some sunshine, and that allowed for some of us to warm up. Now this 32, that's at the airport, so right at freezing. Some of us may be at 33 right now, and the new update should come out shortly, and we'll see if we have warmed to about maybe 33, 34, 35 at the airport. The wind is out of the east at 11 miles per hour. And that's making things feel much colder out there. 40 degrees right now in Gonzales, so well above freezing now. 43 in Morgan City, 42 in New Orleans, 33 in New Roads. So again, any frozen precipitation that's falling in new roads, for example, may not stick, but elevated surfaces may get some additional accumulations. Feels like temperatures are in the 20s and 30s. So again, progress. We're doing better. Here's a look at our in-house model, the FUTURETRACK. It is showing temperatures warming well above freezing as we head toward the lunchtime hour. You see that pink? Again, that is that mixed precipitation. Eventually, it should transition to all rain. So instead of it freezing upon contact, it's just going to be just plain rain at this time as temperatures are above freezing. Here is noontime, and all that rain is going to eventually, that rain shield is going to start moving to the east. Our rain coverage is going to increase after lunchtime, and it looks as though it's going to be a very cold rain. So our temperature or our forecast has changed pretty significantly over the last 12 hours. Initially, we thought that warm front may make it to the 10 and 12 corridor, so we were looking at the potential for strong to severe thunderstorms. That has decreased, but it's more so confined to the coastal areas now. Now, that's not to say we can't get a stronger thunderstorm, because that is certainly a possibility, but needless to say, our rain chances have not changed. Still expecting numerous to widespread showers into the afternoon and evening. Check out that temperature gradient that the model is showing. 30s, 40s, and then 60s near the coast. That is a good possibility, considering how we'll have to see how far north the warm front does lift to the north. But again, this is showing heavy rain through about 8, 9 o'clock or so, and then the heavy rain moves off to the east, and temperatures will be in the 30s. Now, overnight, temperatures are going to fluctuate a little bit. We could have some sub-freezing temperatures, maybe low and mid 30s. So we could see some areas freezing over again, maybe a light freeze, and then any precipitation that falls today, which we could get 1 to 2 inches of rain, maybe locally higher amounts. We could have some slick spots in the morning. Also, it's not really showing you here on the FUTURETRACK, but some models are showing potentially, maybe in our Florida parishes, mainly north of Baton Rouge, could have some more freezing rain tomorrow morning. So that's something to be on the lookout for. Also, we may not get out of the 30s once again tomorrow. Temperatures currently we're forecasting upper 30s, lower 40s, and it's going to be another cloudy day. As for the potential for severe weather, I did mention this a few seconds ago. We have been trimmed from that marginal risk zone, but that still includes areas near Lake Maurepas, east of I-55, and then portions of the North Shore, especially southeast Louisiana, including the New Orleans metro. And I mentioned we could get some heavy rain, 1 to 2 inches on average, locally higher amounts. And what's concerning with this, even though maybe we will see some melting, of course, keep in mind it is going to take time to get some of this ice to melt. We already have waterlogged trees. These trees and power lines are already a bit delicate from the ice and previous rains, so it may not take much for them to have more issues with the incoming rain. So keep that in mind. If you haven't lost power, keep in mind that you could still lose power because of the incoming wet weather. And that could just stress out our trees a little more and our power lines. And with melting, you do want to be on the lookout for falling ice. that could certainly cause some issues that could injure you. We've unfortunately have had reports of deaths of people falling or slipping on ice. And so that is something also to keep in mind. If you have to be outdoors, please be very, very careful. The look at the FUTURETRACK temperatures, highs for today, again, are going to vary depending on how far north that warm front lifts, but it is still looking as though, since the low pressure system may stay farther to our south, it's going to be colder here. So again, temperatures are going to vary depending on your location. If you're north of Baton Rouge, you may not get out of the 30s. Baton Rouge, upper 30s, lower 40s. Closer to the coast, 40s, 50s, maybe some 60s, the immediate coastline. So it's going to be a mixed bag of weather today. And again, if you live near the coast, you'll have a better shot for some strong to severe thunderstorms. Tonight, temperatures are going to fall into in the 30s. It's not going to be as cold, not the 20s, but we could have some areas drop below freezing. Again, that could cause some slick spots out there in the morning. So keep that in mind for your morning drive. And so you can go ahead and download the free BR Proud app. Also, we have a new weather app. We just released this a few weeks ago when we got our new weather system. And all you have to do is search on the App Store, WVLA or BR Proud Weather. You might have to search the whole thing, but it should come up and you can just click it. It should come up in the drop down. If we take me on camera, I can show you. So you might not be able to see it that well, but it's the first one to come up, and the BR Proud app is on there and the weather app, and it's a great tool to have. And it looks like this, and then once you open it, it uses your location. You get push notifications if it's about to start raining in your area, if there's thunder nearby, or if there's a warning issued or anything like that. And you can watch the latest video forecast, and you can see all, it's kind of hard to see, I know, showing all of the latest forecast there, the 7-day forecast. If you're just in a hurry and you need the 7-day, it's right there. Also the interactive radar, you can track all of this yourself, showing some of that mixed, it's kind of hard to see, but I can walk up to the camera to show you. Let's see, it's not focusing, but you kind of get the idea. It's showing you the radar, and you can track some of the showers and then the freezing rain as well, and you can get notifications from us. So a great tool to have. I will show you the 7-day just to save you a moment, and if in case you were wondering if we're ever going to warm up, let me pull it up for you guys. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, even if you just have a question about the weather app, you can email me, aruiz@brproud.com, or you can go again on our website, brproud.com, download the free BR Proud app and the weather app as well. So today, the temperatures are going to be all over the place. This forecast, 41, that is for the Baton Rouge Metro. A little colder to our north, a little warmer to our south. 43 tomorrow, and we'll have some lingering showers. We're back down in the 20s Friday morning, and the sun is expected to come out on Friday. It's still going to be cold though, and we may have another hard freeze Friday and into Saturday. So that's something we're going to be watching. That's possibly hard freeze, protect people, pets, plants, and pipes. Saturday we're in the 50s, Sunday 60s as another cold front moves in. But next week, Sunday into Monday, we'll have a cold front move in, but that one is going to be Pacific based. So out of the Pacific Ocean, it's not going to come from the Arctic. So when we have those kinds of fronts, we don't fall, or temperatures don't drop as much. So we won't get as cold, but still it will be a bit on the cool side. But the warm weather is coming. So bear with us, hang in there, hang tight. We'll get through this together. Let me show you the Viper radar one more time. We'll wrap things up. Again, seeing some cold showers near Lafayette, Acadiana. North of I-10 is where we're seeing that wintry mix, some freezing rain, some freezing drizzle, and then eventually we will see that transition to plain rain. It is still going to be on the cold side. Current temperatures, waiting to see if the new ones are coming in just yet from the METAR sites. Doesn't look like it just yet, but they should shortly. But this just shows you temperatures are rising as that warm front begins to near the coast. So again, stay up to date with us on air, online, brproud.com, and the free BR Proud app and weather app. Very excited about that one. We'll talk soon. Chief Meteorologist Jesse Gunkel will have the latest tonight at 5. Take care, everyone.